Oh, so Darcy, just to let you know, because I know you're so curious, it's about 25 degrees here, and we did end up canceling youth.
Wow. Yeah. I wouldn't want to go out either.
No, it was freezing rain, and so everything just got canceled tonight.
Oh, wow. Katie, where do you live?
Orlando, Florida. So we don't have that problem.
Yeah, I don't either. I'm in California. So.
Yeah. I did live in Rexburg for 4 years, and it wasn't fun.
Gee, what a big surprise.
Yeah.
Okay, where's Karen?
I don't know. I'm sending her another invite right now.
Okay. I'm glad you know how to do all this.
Oh, yeah. I have no idea what I'm doing.
So do we meet each week?
Ah, there she is.
I wondered if we were going anywhere here. My video.
Okay, are you guys ready?
Yes.
Okay, you're like taking notes and answering all the questions for us?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, so what do you think number 6 should be?
I think it's number 7. A group
Okay,
of
that sounds
individuals
good.
derived from common stock, the family of human beings.
Okay.
Okay. Does that sound good, Katie?
Yeah.
Okay, and number 5?
Katie, what do you think number 5 should be? Do you have these in front of you?
Yeah, I'm looking at it. Probably number 5
That's what I was thinking too.
or 4.
Yeah, I know, it's a toss-up, isn't it?
Yeah.
Some of them are really close, too.
Yeah.
So my
Yeah,
thing
they are.
is like when you think about the gospel and your family, like it does include your ancestry. Like that's why we have temples, and that's why, you know, we're sealed together and stuff. So, like when you look at the next one up, it says all members of a household under one roof. So they're going to have to be under one roof because, like, my kids are going to college, and so they're not underneath my roof right now.
Well, and I mean, some people live with other people that they're not related to at all. So does that constitute family?
Right. So I'm kind of like thinking that one should go down. You know,
It's very
under one roof.
doesn't have emotion tied to it. That's kind of what I.
Karen, you're kind of breaking up for me.
Yeah.
I am.
Yeah.
I wonder why. I guess it's my turn. I'll hold my breath.
Okay.
So,
say what yours.
can you say your comment again?
I say what?
Can you say your comment again? Which one you think should which one number 5 should be?
Well, I was saying number 3 is very generic.
Yes.
There's no emotion. When I think of a family, I think there's an emotional connection. And number 3 doesn't really have that.
Right.
And in a group home, you know, this is an awful thought, but in a group home, they're not really family. They're just people, or say a nursing home. They live under the same roof, group of people, but they're not family.
Right. They're just sharing the same dwelling.
Right. So.
Okay, so we probably need to put that one down next. All members of a household under one roof.
Yeah. So we've got 6, 7, then 3. If we're working backwards, right?
Yes.
Okay, so
then what should number 4 be? Should that be 4 or 5?
What would be the difference? Like, what makes them? Which one's like more personal?
Well, wouldn't 4 be more personal because it talks about the ancestry?
I think so.
So maybe
And they're
on number
sharing it.
5, maybe that should be number 4, and then 4 could be number 3. What do you think about that?
Yeah.
Am I saying that right?
Say it again.
Okay, I think I'm talking myself out of it. Never mind. I'm wrong. There's more more personal connections to number 4, so it should come after number 3. So, yeah, I was talking myself backwards.
Okay.
So 4 should be 4.
I'm good with that.
All right.
Okay, and then
Should 5 come next? I think no. I think 5's very important.
well, which one do you think is the most important? I
Yeah.
kind of think 2 is, because, but I don't know. They have long-term commitments.
Mm-hmm.
They usually reside in the same dwelling, but
Right. I mean, obviously.
there's more
It fits
holding
the
them together. Exactly.
So would you then, so 2 being the most, correct, I guess you would say, family definition, then would you put 1 after that?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Just out of the process of elimination, that would put 5 at number 3.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
All right.
Does that work for everybody?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so then I think we're supposed to go down and answer the other questions now.
Right.
So what was challenging about this activity? I think the most challenging thing was just figuring out this whole Google Hangouts thing.
Yeah, the connections.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Trying to figure it all
Yeah,
out.
I don't even know how you guys did it, but it was hard.
I've used it before and it was hard for me, so I don't know.
Yeah. The second question is, was there anything else that was challenging?
No. Well,
I mean, some of the
I enjoyed it.
definitions are very vague. Like, I mean, 1 and 2 basically sound the same, except for 2 is more descriptive.
right.
So yeah, I think that was, a little challenging.
Okay.
I mean, and really, truly, what's the difference between 4 and 5?
Right.
It's both talking about ancestry and lineage. So, I mean.
Okay. So how well do you think the average young adult understands the doctrine of family?
Huh.
I don't know. That's I wondered about that because I mean, I'm like you, Darcy. I've got kids in college, and I wonder, how much they really understand that doctrine, how much they really understand the proclamation. I mean, I know that we've talked about it in our family and, at church and stuff, but do they really understand it?
I think that it kind of becomes more real and personal when you become a parent, or even when you get married.
That's true.
Becomes more real, and then it then goes to another level when you have children.
Yep.
I don't think they fully understand it, 'cause I'm not married or anything yet. But I didn't appreciate it until I took the call that anymore. But after this week's lessons, it's definitely something that I want to focus more on when I do have children. So hopefully my children are going to be more prepared for marriage instead of just focusing straight on the mission. Maybe focus on being a husband too, because it'll benefit them. longer.
I
Well.
think society in general doesn't understand the family with how, we've got so many things that go completely against our values with same-sex marriage and transgendering and all of those things. And I think that there's less a concentration on the family and more a concentration on selfish desire. Sorry. Oh, my husband, Rob. Thank you. So I think I don't even know if it's the young adult. I think it's society in general. There's a disdain for.
I agree. I think that that's also being perpetuated by the media. I think if you look at like the TV shows that are on right now, or the movies, or even the music that we listen to, the people that are in Hollywood that people idolize and stuff, and you look at them, and I mean, they jump from one relationship to another.
Mhm.
Marriages usually don't last very long.
Right.
It just, everything is so, it's great right now, but later on, it's not working out.
Right.
And so I think there isn't that strong commitment to marriage, and I think a lot of people feel that you don't need a mother and a father to raise a family.
Right.
A single parent can do it on their own, and they don't understand the long-term effects that has on those children.
Right. That.
Okay, so did you get enough stuff on that, Karen?
Oh yes. Now I'm just gonna I will send you guys. I'll email you guys what I write. My notes on that. Not as much, so the young adults don't understand what Katie had at this point. Society in general doesn't understand the family. No strong commitment put into marriage, and people in general don't understand the effects it has on children. Is that right?
Yeah, that sounds good. I think did you guys read that address by Sister Beck?
Yeah.
That first paragraph I thought was really interesting. They asked single adults, why does the first presidency care so much?
Mhm.
And about, and provide all these resources for you. And few of them said so that they would be a better mother and a better father.
Right.
And I think, and I think that's kind of part of it too. They don't necessarily, parenthood is so far from them right now. They're not even thinking about it. It's not even on their mind. They're, focused on school. They're focused on possibly finding a husband or a wife. And so parenthood is so far off in the future that they can't even comprehend it. It's like, trying to comprehend what $1 million looks like. I have no idea. And I don't know that I'll ever see that in my lifetime. But, it's that kind of, I don't know what I want to call it. It's there, and they know they want it,
Mm-hmm.
but it's so far off in the future, they can't, it's hard for them to even comprehend it.
Right.
Receive it.
I don't know. Did that make any sense at all?
Yes.
Yeah, I totally agree.
Okay, so the next question is, why do you think it's important that we study the doctrine of the family at the beginning of the semester as opposed to the end?
I think it sets the foundation
Mm-hmm.
of this whole semester.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah, I agree with Katie.
I do too.
Okay, on the next one. What doctrine or what principle, if understood, would motivate a Latter-day Saint to advocate for the family?
I think just remembering that the family is central to Heavenly Father's plan.
Right.
I mean, that is the key right there. This unit, the family unit, was provided for a reason, and it's to help us to be able to return and live with our Heavenly Father again. It's to learn and grow. It's to have these experiences, these relationships, and to have these challenges with one another, so that we can learn and grow from it, so that, after this life, we'll be able to take those experiences with us.
Mhm.
And I don't know, they're there for a reason. We're having them for a reason. We've been
Right.
told that all of these things are for our benefit.
Yep. So I wrote down, remember the plan of salvation has at its center the family. Have the family as
That sounds
a support system to grow together throughout life, to return to Heavenly Father. And that's all I put. Anyway. In life.
Okay. Anything else that we want to add? I think that's what it's based on,
I agree.
everything.
Yeah. Is there any other doctrine or principles that would be helpful, or that anybody can think of?
The first thing that came to my mind was celestial marriage. But
Concealed.
really, that encompasses everything that you just said. And really is, the family's the center. I mean, it all hails from the plan of salvation, the plan of happiness. Celestial marriage is part of that.
Right.
Yep.
Okay. At the end of your discussion, have one or all, okay, maybe I don't have to do this, make a summary statement of your group's consensus to the discussion, discuss questions, and then post the link to the recorded session. Okay, so Karen's going to post her summary for us, and then Jackie's going to post our link, right?
Yep, I can do that.
You got how to do that?
Yeah.
Okay. And so I guess, so then it says have one group member post your final group answer. So is that going to be different than the summary statement?
The way I read that is maybe we're all supposed to come up with one summary of what we've learned, like maybe what our definition of the family might be. And then what our summary is, our final answers to everything would be posted, like what we have here. Am I reading that wrong?
Well, it says have one or all group members make a summary statement. So I kind of feel like you are doing our summary statement,
Okay.
right? Maybe?
Yeah, I think we are.
Or do we want an actual paragraph?
But is this just where we compiled our answers, and then do we have to come up with one general statement? Like group 2 defines the family as whatever.
Okay, so is that our final answer?
I think that would be our summary statement, like just one statement. And then our final answers would be the rest of what we answered from the questions above.
Okay, so our summary statement, we probably all need to do together, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so is that included in what you've done? Or should we come
Well,
up with one?
I need to come up with that together right now.
Okay,
Yeah.
what's our summary statement going to be? Like, put everything together. Something about families having a long-term commitment in order to make it to the celestial kingdom. Or, I mean, I guess not all families are going to be like that. Families that aren't members of the church aren't going to have,
I don't know if this is plagiarism, but families are forever really is a good statement.
Pretty good.
I don't mean to. I mean, it really is that simple though, isn't it?
Yeah.
What we're talking about.
Well, maybe we rephrase it if you think it's plagiarism.
Well, I don't know. I mean, okay, yeah. So,
Last beyond this life, or I don't know. I think anything like that's gonna could be found somewhere else. But I
so
think if it's known and stuff, it's not really considered plagiarism.
what was that?
If it's known, if it's something that's repeated a lot, it's not always
Well, if we
plagiarism.
quote it and we reference, if we
Okay.
put it in quotations and we reference LDS.org,
And I think this is, the first time, and it's where we're learning what they really want from us.
I don't know. I mean, that is something that people see literally when they walk in my door. Underneath our family picture are vinyl letters on the wall that say "Families are forever." So, I mean, it's not so much a statement. Well, it is a statement, but it's really a Mormon motto, if you will. So,
Yeah.
I will reference LDS.org. And maybe we put something like, it boils down to the simple fact that, quote, families are forever. How's that?
I like it.
Oh, yeah, that sounds good.
So that would be our summary statement.
Yeah.
Are you guys all good with that?
Okay.
Okay, so now we meet next Wednesday at 5:30 Mountain Time.
Did you
Yeah.
get?
If everybody's good with that.
Yeah, I'm good with
Yeah.
that.
I'm good with that.
Okay.
Awesome.
And then, okay, do we want to have Jackie just keep doing this, calling us all?
I can do that.
Okay.
That would
That'd be
work.
nice.
Okay. If
Hey,
there's a chance,
I don't know how.
if there's a chance that you're not going to be able to do it or attend or something, then try to give us a heads up early enough so we can figure it out.
Yeah, you bet. It shouldn't be a problem though.
Okay.
Awesome.
Okay, do we want to switch who's doing what Karen's doing today, or do we want to keep her on that post?
I'm willing to do this as well. It doesn't bother me.
Okay, you do a good job and you're fast. I'd be slow.
Well, thanks. I appreciate that. Yeah,
Okay.
I can do it again.
Okay.
All right.
I'm good with that.
Okay,
What?
so Katie, do you want to be the leader next week?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Alrighty.
I just went in and I just copied and pasted the different questions and the different assignments that we did, and I just put it on a page so I had it in front of me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Alrighty. Well, we'll talk again next week.
All right. Thanks, ladies.
Everybody have a good night.
Bye.
You too.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.